Alexa, what time is it?
It's time to work on your car. Also stop lagging on the videos.
We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. We bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire. Whoa, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't care.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Panchos Garage. As you guys saw, we're working on this today. Basically, we're gonna try to roll that in under there and then drop the car on top of the engine and tranny, bolt up the cross member, and then have it pull it up. Normally, you use a cherry picker, take off the hood and drop it in that way. I didn't want to take off the hood, so I figured I'd do something super sketchy. Put it on, these are like those mover dollies. Basically put the engine and tranny on mover dollies, and I'm gonna roll it under the car and then drop the car on top of that and bolt these guys up and then hoist the car and engine. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. But yeah, assembling this was a little bit of a pain. I couldn't get the transmission and engine to mate. I messed up my finger. But other than that, everything's smooth as butter. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this guy in there. Okay, so this is where we're at. The engine is more or less where it's supposed to be. It's looking good in there. On the tranny side, everything's lining up pretty alright over here. Nothing's gonna hit the shifter, so that's okay. So on the passenger side, that's pretty aligned. See if I can drop it in a little more. Probably get some nuts and bolts up in there. And then the driver's side's even close. But as you can see, one side's a little closer than the other. So I'm gonna see if I can get a jack under there and tilt that side of the engine a little forward. Tilt the back side up. That way it levels it out. And then we can get that in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I totally forgot to record me struggle, but you wouldn't miss anything, just me struggling. I couldn't get the bottom cross member to line up with the body, so the next idea was bring in the hoist. So the hoist lifts up the engine, and basically by doing that, pretty much align these guys right here. So I can now go in and put the bolts in, the correct bolts, and line everything up, lift the car a little bit, and get this crap all out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna record that because it's just bolting up some bolts, but I'll check in with you guys momentarily. Alright, so there it is. The engine in its natural habitat. Everything lined up where it's supposed to be. These guys are in perfectly nice and tight. Everything lined up once I jacked it up with the cherry picker. So it's sitting well on both sides. As you guys can see, got the tilt. The transmission, the shifter is in a perfect position, right in the middle. so I don't have to modify anything in regards to like the center the center console. So everything should be okay on that end. The only thing that I do need to modify is the cross member that basically holds the transmission onto the body. The T5 I guess is a slightly bit longer, so the transmission mounts into a little bit further back. So I gotta get that cross member, cut it up, slide it back, weld it back together. But in the meanwhile, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this guy, I'm gonna get a piece of chain and basically run a chain from here to here on the bottom, so it holds the transmission up in the correct height, and so I can lift the car up and measure and do all that stuff. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. It's already dark. But yeah, that's where we're at on this project. I'm really glad that I got to throw the engine and tranny through the bottom up. I didn't want to take off the hood, but yeah, I'm glad it worked out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So, but it's in there. It's cool. My apologies for, what is that, a little bit over a month between videos. I had quite a few things to do, but in the background I've been still working on the car. I was working on the interior a little bit. I got some of the pedals in, just little dumb stuff. The boosters in there, stuff like that. I started on the wiring too. I'm gonna do a video on wiring as well. But yeah, I got my dashboard in. I got most of my interior pieces in. Everything's moving along. So there should not be a big gap between videos anymore, hopefully. So bear with me, I'll do the best I can. Oh, during that 1 month gap, I did do something cool. I went to Mexico and I got to explore some Indian ruins. I don't know if they're Aztec or whatever, but I got some pretty cool shots, so I'm gonna put that in there here. And yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.